Good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody. Let's do a sound test. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right. So, Nick, yesterday I was talking about the event. The event link is here, and I'm gonna discuss in that event about how to build your trade book and the trade book's importance and how can you can bring your consistency in your trading. It is very important for you to have your own trade book, and that will help you to ensure that your entry, your exit, your stop loss criterias are consistent, because that's the only way you can ensure your consistency. Just the bit details here. You can go and look at the details on the link as well. All right, so let's look at the today. As you were expecting yesterday, I had a great day. How about you guys? How was your day yesterday? Most of the ideas we have discussed yesterday had worked very nicely. Let's look at the SPY today. What is doing? SPY again is on the congested area. Yesterday, I was expecting that whether it's going to pull back or it's going to bounce from here and break out. So right now, it's still consolidating, still in the congested area. Uh, if you look at it yesterday, pullback is equivalent of volume, more than the volume. Let me just remove the, um, just let me remove this watch list so you can see the volume. Just bear with me. And the Louis have attended that workshop, so you can speak to Louis as well and take the feedback about that workshop. Sorry, I think my platform just got hang. Just give me a second. I don't know what happened here when I'm trying to move my watch list. Uh, just give me a second. Not sure what happening here. Okay, so okay, that's nice. Okay, so what I'm saying that if you look at it, the day it bounced the volume, and then the day it pulled back the volume. So more or less similar volume or more. So we need to see that what happened today is a very congested area at this point. And if you look at the Nasdaq, and in the Nasdaq we look the same, but Nasdaq is looking getting ready for the breakout is much better view than the SPY. Now for today's stocks, there are multiple stocks. I'm looking at it. Let's go one by one and look at it together. All right. Okay. So first one is a GoTo. So GoTo is a older GXX. It is an earning play. I think the earning has been released. The revenue, their profits, everything has been increased, but their enrollment has been reduced by 4 or 5%. So what I usually don't take the earning data, but I don't know why I had an interest on this. I looked at the earning data. Usually I only focus on price action, but if you look at it, it came down very severely, and it's right now is 14% down. Usually I play gap and go, but for this stock, I'm not interested in playing in the downward trend, because I think that this might be an initial reaction, and the market opens, it might move back up. So we need to be very cognizant, but I'm not going to trade. If I get the right pattern for moving up, then I will take it. Most likely, I'm not going to take it on the downside momentum for this stock. The next one is the space. So space is, reoccurring from the last few days. And if we look at the daily, yesterday, it's basically a bearish candle. It's cover all the gap it's gained. Now it was the same price reference point, the $25. It's holding what it was 2 days ago. So now it is on the very nice pattern here, which is a double bottom. If you look at it, three. Let me just show you. The 30 minutes is much easier for you guys to watch it. Okay, so look at this. When the first day it gapped up, that was the price it opened. Okay, 25.08. On the same day, hold it, move back up, came down and hold this level. This is a beautiful support here. Then move back up, consolidated, and yesterday whole day it was selling off. But this level is a 25 is really holding right now. So I was thinking that this is a very key level which is holding and is above, and it might be today, it might be the red to green day. So we just need to keep an eye on this stock, and it might give us some kind of a momentum to us. So I'm just holding that. But if it's within this range, then it might chop around. So, you just avoid them. Otherwise, you're gonna just chopped. Next one is AMC. AMC is flying today. Is a Reddit stocks. Look at it, from 16 to $18. And I was following some of the groups on the Wall Street, BAT and others. They are just keep buying. People are selling their houses and buying AMC. So this is going to be a crazy, crazy thing. Uh, but for us as a day trader, is uh, is 8% up. If we're gonna get the right to move back up, we're gonna definitely gonna take it. So let's just mark it. The all-time high here is on 25, and it's a body, which is body ending it is a $17, which is right now is trading. And if I look at the 5-minute charts, a beautiful support was there on $17, which broke in the pre-market, and right now is setting up a new support on 1765. So that is going to be our ranges. We're going to make sure that we play within those ranges, and let's mark the pre-market high as well, which is right now on 1810. Feel free to ask if you guys have any question. Let me just mark this 18 level 2. Okay, all right. So that is the other one. Then RBLX is really doing good. RBLX, as we expected that, don't come into the short trap here. Look at it, how choppy it was in the morning, and then it fell off down a little bit, sell off, and then move back up, and then it's trying to make an all-time high. So today is going to be an interesting day. So if I show you the daily, uh, look at how bullish, how the doji candle, yes, I think this was a yesterday candle, and right now where it is. Okay, so yesterday is kind of a spinning top, kind of a doji, a nice bottoming tail, and a small up tail, ready to ready to go all time high. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. This can be a momentum stock for us today. All right. So next one, what I'm looking at it is Billy. So Billy was doing good. Is over $100 whole number. I was watching it last few days, but I was not trading it. It's just keep holding, coming back and touching the 100 and coming down. Now it is over $100, and I think that today, if market little bit, if the Nasdaq move up a little bit, we might see a momentum on this stock as well. So let's keep this stock as well in our listing. Right now is no volume, but that's the way Billy is. Um, Basically, Billy has a tendency to go, uh, usually cover the gap and then move back up, or sometimes it's just move back up sharply without any pullback. So it's always going extreme. Uh, so we need to see, but just be cognizant because in the morning, initial minutes, it just was very volatile and it's just moved multiple dollars at once. OCGN, let me check. So see, I don't know the fundamentals about the OCGN, but right now it's really weak. It is under $8, $10. Losing all the supports. Uh, the next big support I see is on $3, and before that, the nice support is on the $5. That is the key levels, because you remember, if you see here on January 5th, that was the resistance. It broke on February 9th, came down in the April all the way and retested and came back on top. So this is going to be an important support. What it does right now, I don't know. It's really weak now. Um, if anything, if you wanted to look at it based on the price action, is a short entry. Even if you look at the 5 minutes chart on the pre-market, came down sharply, moved back up, again came down and going down. So it's a really weak stock. Let me just quickly pull the other scanners too. Just quickly check. Other stock we need to see on the gapping up is the PDD. PDD is looking really nice. Look at the volume. Usually PDD does not have that good volume on the pre-market, but it's really good volume. I don't know if there is an earning play of this or what is the news, but it's really, if you look at the daily, look at the how beautiful candle it had formed in the pre-market. It's a very nice candle. Let's find out some resistance on the top and the support. So I see on the 142 is a resistance. Whole number 140 could be a resistance, which is also a pre-market high. In terms of a support, I see a one support, which was a prior resistance, is on 132. And if we go on the pre-market, we see in another, it's not a good support, but we can consider for now is $135 is a nice support. This was the previous resistance, which is 137. So we need to see that whether the PDD hold this level or it just comes down and break that. So PDD looks good. So definitely the PDD is going to be in my list. So PDD, go to uh, AMC as we discussed, right? Let's look at the other one, which is a DKS. On the daily, and the DKS, really beautiful. You remember a few last week on the Saturday, I asked you guys to look this for a week. It's going to be a nice stock. I didn't trade so far. I was planning to trade on the Monday, but then I missed it. I was trading something else. Right now, I was not expecting that the very big candle. I was expecting a move back up because the reason I have shortlisted this, that it seems to me a very bullish. Is making a double bottom. So I was thinking it's gonna move back up and gonna be reversal, but this is very bullish reversal. Uh, so now if we mark some supports and resistance here, clearly 90 was the resistance, now become a support 88, and 91 was the pre-market high, but it's breaking down now. And if you look at the daily chart, to be fine in resistance, there's nothing resistance here. If it's crossed the 90, then the next resistance is 99. There is no resistance in between. So this looks very interesting today. So we're definitely gonna keep an eye on this stock, DKS. Uh, let's look at the Mavis. Mavis is uh, getting a bullish breaking out at this point on the 15 level. Let's mark this as a 15. Next resistance was on 1688, and then I marked some levels here on the 670.99, and then some to if it's reached all the way there on the 5-minute charts. If we look at it, not a nice pattern. Only the last two candles on the 5-minute is really bullish. So we need to see that does it keep that momentum or is just die down this momentum after two spikes. So I will put in the secondary list right now because I don't see any clear pattern on in a pre-market. All right. So anything else I see? Bitcoin stocks are moving up, 5% up. Tiger, look at the Tiger. Tiger also, I was shortlisting and looking at the Monday. It looks good as well. Uh, it was a consolidating bull flag yesterday. It broke. Now, question is that whether it's gonna have another big momentum day or it's just gonna consolidate. So let's put into our secondary watch list at this point. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, it's making a nice support here, but we need to see that whether it gave us a good momentum or is just die down. It's a lot of stocks to look at it on the way up. And now let's look at the another stock is JWN on the gapping down. So this stock has moved from almost $10 to $45, and now it's started coming down. Okay. So after yesterday was a really bad day, and now it's making a bear flag. So and there is also a nice support here on 33. So let's keep this. If it's breakdown, GWN, then this can be a good bearish stock for us. Yeah. So that's all I have. Do you guys have anything for me to, you have any question? Do you want me to look at it? Anything in specific? Louis, are you doing good? Nick, any questions or any stock you want me to look at it? If not, then we just take a leaf and go green. And uh, let me know how was your day. If I yesterday I had a couple of good trades. I didn't get a chance to do a recap. So if I show you my yesterday trade, let me just quickly show you now. Uh, so I had a space trade yesterday, and it was a good trade. Let me show you the 1 minute chart. I basically my electricity went out for a while, so I missed a few morning trades, and I was supposed to be entered here, uh, but I missed it, and I chased a little bit when I saw that this with the volume is breaking out the pre-market high. I scalped it very quickly. I went long on the 25.80, added 25.90, took partial 26.10, add another partial on 26.14. I saw it started moving back up. I added, I partial, and I stopped out on 25.90. And yeah, and then it's dropped really well. The trade of the day was LMND, and the LMND trade was is a bear flag, my signature pattern. So if you look at it, a red candle, and if you combine with the pre-market as well, the two red candles try to move up, made the doji, and the moment it break the red candle, I basically entered short, came down. I saw on the 1 minute it's making another bear flag. It's making another bear flag. I added into my position. I partial it, and luckily the last partial is exactly the time when the stock again turning up. So that's my last partial. So that was my trade of the day, and this was a beautiful pattern on the 5 minute and also on the 1 minute. So this was a beautiful trade I had. I also traded the go-to yesterday. Go-to, as I mentioned, I was bullish on it. So moment it came down, it started making a base. The moment it made the base, I went long here on the fail of this bear flag. I entered trade. I only have a 10-15 cent risk here, so I entered. I took the first partial on the VWAP touching back. I closed out most of my position here, and I saw that it started moving back up again. I added to my position, but then I didn't like the price action because it's just chop around. If you look at the 1 minute, you will see what I'm trying to explain to you. So I went long here on the break of this, touched the VWAP. I took the profit, came down, I closed the position. I saw another bull flag. I entered. I was expecting a much, you know, s- bigger move. But see if you here look at it, move back, and then it started coming down and then moving up. So this action, I don't like it. The moment it made another bull flag and couldn't give us more than, because this bull flag candle is only 10 cents. I was expecting at least 20-25 cents. Then this kind of a bull flag, you like it, is a 20-25 cents. But if it's only 10 cents, then I was not interested, so I stopped out. So I made maybe roughly $150 on this trade, but not much. But I think the trade of the day was LMND. Yeah. All right. Then yeah. Have a great day. Play safe, and it's Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if I do have any good trades, I'm gonna make a recap. All right. Bye, guys.